Welcome back to another episode of Myths and Mysteries in Black and White with your two hosts, Josh and Ed. First things first, as always, Ed, how have you been, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah, boy.
I'm a little... What's the word? I'm feeling a bit flat today.
Yeah.
Because yesterday we celebrated Lewis's birthday by like surprising him, didn't
Yeah.
we? Us two, Lewis and Connor, and Liz, like his wife.
Yeah.
Like, surprised him and we took him to Duxford because he's really intelligent about like, warplanes and stuff. So yeah, that was a brilliant day out.
That was unreal.
That was a really good day out. He really enjoyed it, and it just seeing him surprised and happy and that.
Yeah.
It just made it. Oh, it was heartwarming. It was lovely. But yeah, then it's that whole thing. Like, oh, it's done now.
Yeah, it's like, oh, now what?
We've been looking forward to it for fucking weeks.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, it's over. It's done with.
That was that sort of thing.
Yeah, like, oh. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Like you said yesterday, it was unreal day that it was just... Today has been a bit of a... Oh.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, it is. I think as well, it's because it's hard to get time with all four of us.
Yeah. So when it does happen...
Yeah, like, we really make the most of it. And
yeah.
I think it makes it harder when then, like, the next day we don't see each
other.
Yeah. So it is one of them, but, like...
Should all just move in together.
Yeah.
We really should.
I'd happily do that. I don't think the wives would be too happy. But...
Nah, but... Oh, well. They can move in together.
Yeah. I nearly set fire to the fucking podcast room there.
But no, as we said last week, this week we'll be talking about sea serpents, if I remember right. Which is mad, because it's been over a month since we've done an actual topic.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Because we've done the Litvinenko. We've done
Oh, no, we done Cornish Owlman as well.
Yeah.
Litvinenko.
Was it? I thought it was the other way around.
The thing is...
Well, no, surely it's got to be...
Hang on.
Cornish Owlman Litvinenko, because we're doing yours now.
That's what I mean. That's what... Hang on. we might have done gone fucked up. No wonder I'm running out of all my fucking... oh, my God. Hang on.
Take you right back to the beginning.
Yeah, it has. Which is UK Bigfoot, Christmas special, Litvinenko, Cornish Owlman, Norfolk folklore intro, post show.
Oh, mad.
So really, we should be doing yours, but
well. Sound good.
So you got to put one of my topics. So
Shame.
Fucking sue me. Right back to the top. Yeah, we're doing about like sea serpents and lake monsters and everything like that. But the thing is, I'm not going to go too much into Nessie because we've already done a Nessie episode. But we're going to have to.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the goat. Yeah. So we've got to mention anyway. But also, if our viewers, you might, if you would do watch, you see something like that.
He's got a Viking trim on him, boy.
Yeah, I only go by the name of Ragnar now. Maybe Bjorn Ironside, but Ragnar.
You need to start watching that show, honestly. It's unbelievable.
I know. Let's say me and Court, we're watching Supernatural at the minute.
Yeah.
We're right into it. So we've still got like another 15 million fucking seasons to go. Oh my God. So so that's going to be on the back burner for a while. But every time like we finish an episode, it comes up with like a trailer because they brought a new season out, and it's just like, oh, it looks so good. I'm like looking at it like, oh, and she's like, no, watch Supernatural. I'm like, for fuck's sake. But then again, Supernatural is pretty shit up. It is good. It is very good. I do recommend it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
I do recommend it.
Is it a fucking werewolves one? Or like...
No. It's two brothers, Sam and Dean Winchester. They're hunters.
Right.
And they've done one on Wendigo.
Oh, are they?
They call them Wendigos.
Oh, for fuck's sake, they're dickheads.
No, they're not, mate. You won't think that. But it goes into like demons, angels, and stuff like that. But it is good.
Yeah,
it's very good. They do it very, very clever.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but no. How do you know you get on?
1-2-0. Thank fuck. Thank fuck for that.
City are winning as well.
They were battering us all game.
Yeah?
We just couldn't get a look in.
Nah.
Rashford. Need to say more.
Yeah. Saviour.
Yeah.
Bastard. But nah. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to say, before we do really start, we want to apologise because the footage we got for our talk at Norfolk Folklore Society is corrupt in a way because there is no sound.
Like,
whatsoever.
not even a murmur. It's just dead silent.
Dead silent. Like, we don't know if it is camera issue.
Yeah.
So,
unfortunately, there won't be any footage of that.
No.
Which is quite annoying.
Proper annoying. But for the people who are listening or watching us who went to the talk, you've got a right exclusive.
Yeah. So feel lucky. Feel lucky. And if you got it that you missed that, well, you just have to come to the next one.
Exactly. So yeah, got to wait. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I think now we've done it.
Yeah, the nerves are gone. We know what to expect. We know what it's like, etc.
Yeah,
It'll just
exactly.
be like, right.
Yeah.
Are you ready, people?
I think this time will be like a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we'll be more in our element. Like once we got going, we was fine. But
it was that initial.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Hi. There you go. This nigga home.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so this week we're talking about sea serpents, lake monsters, and other weird things like that. And people who know me, I love reptiles. Mm-hmm. So I always see these as more of a reptilian creature because that's what I want it to be. But for hundreds, throughout, people went on the sea. There's always been tales of sea monsters, of the kraken and stuff. But for sea serpents as well, I'd say the most famous sea serpent is probably Jormungandr from Norse mythology.
Big up,
which we have mentioned before. But if you don't know, Jormungandr is otherwise known as the world serpent.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that big. It's the son of Loki. Yeah. And it was that it grew so large that Odin threw him into the sea
in
Midgard, which is our realm, and it could go round the whole of the earth and bite its tail. And it says when it lets go of its tail is the beginning of Ragnarok, which then he will fight to the death with his sworn enemy, his arch nemesis, Thor, the god of thunder.
Big up.
Yeah, but we won't go too much into it because in our next season, it's going to be all about different world mythologies. Yeah. And so, of course, our big snaky thing's going to have its own episode, pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Which, do you know what?
You give me that?
Yep.
Fucking gutting.
Because I want Fenrir.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard.
Checkmate.
Fair enough, yeah, fair. All right, yeah, I'll take that on the chin. I'll take that on the chin.
Decent.
But yeah, no.
Actually, no.
Oh.
I changed my mind. You can have them both.
Right.
Because creature.
Wait,
So that's your realm, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've got all the beastie ones.
Yeah. And I get all the gods. Well, not all of them, because fucking hell. You'll have, about 5 episodes?
There's quite a few. There's quite a few in Norse anyway, but I think with the mythologies, when we do that season, it's not going to be one of our subjects. You know what I mean?
We're both just going to
we'll
talk
both have, we'll both have our own notes on every one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I think that will... Yeah, we'll work it like that.
Yeah. Which, you got that to look forward to?
Yeah, boy. I would to begin with this. Like, the UK is an island nation strongly dependent on the sea for survival. This was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Sea serpents and other monsters of the deep are ingrained into the British mythological imagination. Nowhere is clearer than looking out over the Great Orme in North Wales. No, I ain't saying. Oh no, it's not too bad in Welsh. Known in Welsh as Wygolgarth.
Wygolgarth. Wygolgarth.
Yeah, because I'm not.
Bloody hell, there's a serpent.
I am not doing any accents because we will get butchered. Especially Scottish.
Oh. No.
It is a narrow headland that stretches out to sea, nestling up to the town of Llandudno. I think that's how you say it. I apologise. Does its winding shape remind you of anything? Looking out to sea, the ancients saw a serpent rearing up from the water. The name Orm comes from the Old Norse meaning worm, a common archaic name for serpents or snakes, also often spelled as worm, W-E-R-M, which I've mentioned a few times when we've done dragon episodes. Therefore, in its English variant, the Great Headland translates as the Great Serpent in Welsh, Waigogarth. Great Serpent sounds better.
Yeah.
Sorry, Welsh people. Waigogarth simply means the greatness. Oh, sorry.
Just slightly, Joe, but didn't even carry on reading.
Yeah. Implying a sense of awe, fear, or perhaps even worship from those that named it. You can see how the Orm seems so unlike the flat land where Llandudno is built, truly seeming to rise up out of the sea like a monster, a constant reminder to the seafaring folk of the coastline of the sea's might and power. Nearby is the smaller headland commonly known as the Little Orm.
Brilliant.
And known by various names in Welsh, known as Trywyn Waigogarth, roughly translating as the nose of the greatness, or perhaps nose of the serpent. The ancient Welsh people clearly saw these land masses as being connected, part of the same creature circling their coastline. Sea serpents remain an enigma today, with myths such as the freshwater Loch Ness Monster.
Big up.
Remaining unsubstantiated despite numerous investigations. It's out there. I'm just fucking telling you now. Nessie is real. I wouldn't bet any money on it, but I'm telling you it's fucking real. It's real in here. It's real in the heart.
That's all that matters.
It's all that matters. We have dinosaurs still living.
Yeah, but
it's a plesiosaur. It's still alive. One contemporary explanation for such accounts attributes them to giant squids.
Right.
Which occasionally pass through the waters of regions where most accounts of sea serpents have come from. The way that I could see them being like that is because squid, like giant squids and that, they have, all squids, they have like 8 normal sized tentacles and they have 2 really long ones. And if that one of the long ones pokes out the surface,
you are going to think, the hell was that?
You think, oh, that's a small head and a long neck. Serpent, plesiosaur, whatever.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. But at the same time, it's very rare for giant squid to come too close to the surface. They're deep.
So deep down.
They're deep dwelling creatures. Scandinavia, the British Isles, and North America, their long bodies are bendable and can protrude from the water when the squid's near the surface. Perhaps this is what sailors who reported sea serpents saw emerging from the deep. Indeed, it's fitting that the word orm comes itself from Scandinavia, as tales of sea serpents are especially prevalent in Norse mythology, which we have said before. Perhaps these tales are an import into the British imagination via Viking conquerors.
Maybe. Because didn't we mention that? Was it on the Owlman, or it might have been on a recent episode where we was on about something coming from Norse mythology or like Norse stories, and it was integrated into ours.
Yeah. I think that was on the British Dragons one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was from there.
It wouldn't be the first, and
no. In Norse mythology, Jormungandr, which we mentioned before, is a huge monstrous sea serpent born of the giantess and the god Loki, and thrown into the sea by Odin. Jormungandr is a serpent depicted in a common image of the snake biting its own tail. A Norse Oberos. You can see the word orm contained within its name, whilst the surrounded syllables add the meaning of huge or massive. Right, and this is a good so that's like all like with Welsh and their sea serpents and like bringing out sea serpents of where could come from, stuff like that. I've got some sightings, and the first one was wrote by Stacia Briggs.
As if?
Yeah, it was in the Eastern Press Daily, of course. It was like part of their weird Norfolk thing.
Yeah.
And we've met Stacia Briggs.
Big up.
Lovely, lovely woman. Really.
Did you know that before, like, looking this up? Or was that a shock? Like, Matt,
it was like, I saw it come up like Eastern Press Daily, and I thought, it's got to be either she for a Stacia who wrote this. And I looked at Stacia, I was like, oh, what buzz? We've met her. But yeah, no, honestly, it was a buzz. It's the Eccles sea serpent. And Eccles is somewhere here. You can tell,
knowledge.
You can tell I got a D in geography, didn't you? It's in Norfolk somewhere.
It's around ends. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, near sea.
It's from ends.
Fucking hell. In the summer of 1927, 3 men went for a stroll on Eccles Beach in Norfolk. It was a peaceful evening, until that is, a sea serpent appeared travelling at incredible speed. In a letter to the Eastern Daily Press on August 6, 1936, Herbert Whitard, who had been mayor in 1927, noted that he, Labour MP Charles Ammon and Archibald Gosling, a British trade unionist, and Labour politician, had been standing on Eccles-on-Sea beach at 7:25 p.m. when they noticed an unusual form travelling swiftly about 1 mile from the shore. He added, looking at it from a distance, it appeared to be the form of a huge serpent, about 30 to 40 feet in length.
Fucking hell.
And skimming the surface of the water in a worm-like movement, but travelling at terrific speed, certainly not less than 1 mile a minute.
Excuse me, please.
That's fucking fast.
Fucking meow.
You imagine it, yeah, just meow, 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 meow.
Just keep it. You can just hear from a distance. I've gone, I've legged it. Fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
Can't catch me, I'm like a whippet. Fuck's sake.
Other witnesses came forward, including another sighting of a 5-humped creature at Munsley. Is that on there?
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere there. Following the sea serpent sighting at Eccles, an anonymous letter was received by the EDP, which referenced the beast and added another to the village's cryptid count. It is also very interesting that this should have been seen off Eccles, as it was only last year that I had an occasion to be at Eccles on business when my attention was called to a body that had been washed up by the sea. I made a close inspection of this, and although part of the tail was missing, it was of considerable length and had a fish-like body, yet with the bones of an animal and small feathers on the neck, and also a long, thick tail similar to that of a crocodile.
Wait, is that stationless?
I don't know. No, it's from. I imagine it's from the anonymous letter.
Oh, right. I was going to say, Jesus, you fucking kept that quiet, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. It was like, what are you looking at? Should have asked us this. I think I'm right in saying that this body was buried somewhere on the beach of Eccles. Grab your shovel.
Let's go.
Well, we don't even know where fucking Eccles is.
Be a bit dodgy though if someone comes along. Oh, excuse boys, what are you doing? Trying to find a body? What?
It's like, oh. Police, please. But no, it'd be alright. Like, well, no, if we say, oh, apparently there's a sea serpent here, we're going to have a look for it. Do you fancy it? They could be like, nah, you fucking mad, mate. That'd be broadball. We might have got the people out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
And this is the Softwold serpent, also written by Stacia.
Mm-hmm.
And Softwold, I have seen. It's in Suffolk.
Hey, we know where it is on the map.
So, yeah, we know where that is. In 1938, according to Paul Harris's Watery Cryptozoology Bible, Sea Serpents are lake monsters of the British Isles. Ernst Watson and William Harrington saw something strange while trawling for sole 4 miles east of Softwold. As they returned to harbour, both were startled by a huge animal with a long neck that appeared around 40 yards away from them. It was dark grey, travelling around 30 knots, and they estimated it was around 50 to 60 feet long.
Fucking hell.
But with that, is it always like he caught a fish this big, but it was that big? Like, as big every time they say it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like, I could say, like, yeah, I caught a fucking great white, and it was, like, fucking this big, but it turned out I caught a sardine. You know what I mean? Like,
it could be a...
You know what I mean? It's always like that. Like, no, it's 50, 60 feet long. It was 2 meters, you tip. Like,
I mean, when it comes to men and size, we're always lying. Let's be honest.
Cool. That's 6 inches, isn't it? What?
I knew it was coming, but it's just how you just went.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I'll do it for the camera. That's 6 inches, isn't it? Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear. Yeah, about that. In the Daily Mirror,
Hey! Jesus Christ!
In the Daily Mirror in October 1938, Mr. Watson said, "I've never seen anything like it in my life. It kept its neck bent and showed its camel-like back, which stuck out of the water so far that we could see right under it." Was it?
How does that work?
Is it fucking hovering?
How does that work?
It's like, right, what do? Look at me, boy! How can you see right under it? It was dark grey in colour. You ought to have seen it, and then you would have realised what a fright it could give anybody. I am only glad it did not come nearer our boat. It seemed to be towering right over the top of us. It was. As it was. I don't know. I fucking had a stroke there, I think. I shouldn't like to think that we were any nearer to it than we were in such a small boat. All right.
He's just started talking in Shakespeare. What's going on?
No, he said,
to be or not to be?
Why
is the serpent near me?
Yeah. Fucking right. He's Dr. Seuss fucking. Why are you talking hieroglyphics? Right. I've just got to ask, how do they see it underneath it?
I don't know. Like, unless it's proper out. But if they're far away, you're not going to... Do you know what I mean? How the fuck...
Unless the water was crystal clear and they could see underneath that way.
But then you're still going to see the top of it, not the bottom.
Well, no, they didn't say they didn't see the top. But it was
but they said they see the underneath. So it was under the water. How the fuck did they see underneath?
Well, no, because it breached. It said its head that was out of the water.
All right.
Fuck off. Why is he ringing me at this time? Yeah, fuck off. Oh, for fuck's sake. Isn't that annoying? They know that I'm doing a podcast this time. Oh, Jesus. Fucking wept. Yeah, no, that's the only... Sorry about that. You wait till I see that little bastard. But, yeah, that's the only way I could see they're saying that you can see underneath it. Because either that or it's fucking hovering above the water.
That's what I mean.
Are you mad? But it's saying it's got a long... Right, it's had a long neck, but had a camel-like back. So it had... So I'm saying... So they're saying it's got a load of humps on its back. But when you see, like, things about... They ain't really a sea serpent, then, I wouldn't have said.
Well, no.
Because if sea serpent, if it's stationary, and it puts its head up, it will sink.
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you have thought? Unless it was moving.
Which is just bizarre. It's up in the water, like...
It's doing this Egyptian dance. So. Dance like an Egyptian.
You know.
So with that, the way I see it is then, that weren't actually a sea serpent. If it was anything, it'd be like a plesiosaur where it could have its flippers to fucking, you know, like wade or what they call it when you like tread in water.
Yeah.
So, see, I know terminology. Yeah, so that's the only way it could be. But unless, like, because with eels, they have little fins, don't they?
True, but not strong enough to do that, though, shouldn't
No, and they'd be... And if its head was out
and
of
if
water,
it's true, what eel is 50 foot?
Fucking big one. I don't know what to tell you, Josh. It's a fucking big one. Big old conger. You know, the conger eel's got one of the easiest Latin names.
Is it?
Yeah, it's called conger.
Fuck.
Genuine. Genuine.
No,
yeah.
but it's just... Of course, do you know what I mean? Like, fuck's sake. Conger.
That is his Latin name. Right. Next, we're talking about the Pentland. Oh, sorry again. But all right. Yeah. Oh no, it's just mate at work. He's sending me some drawings.
Oh, fair enough.
They're at the Pentland Firth sea serpent, also known as the Hoy sea serpent. Ahoy hoy.
Ahoy hoy!
Was a sea serpent reported off the Scottish island of Hoy in the Orkney Island. I don't know why that made me laugh. Where are you from? I'm from Hoy.
Hoy.
What do you call me? You're
It does sound like a Scottish insult, doesn't it? Hoy.
No. I nearly done it.
No.
I can't do it. I can't do the Scottish accent. It sounds like another accent, which is completely out of the way. So yeah, in the Orkneys by lawyer John McIntosh Bell. Bell claimed to have seen the animal in August 1919, and later forwarded accounts of the sighting to the Natural History Museum and to Rupert Gold, who published it in the case for the sea serpent, which was released in 1930. According to Bell, local fishermen had seen the animal on several previous occasions, and similar sea serpents have indeed long been reported from the Orkneys, which I think was one of the dragon ones.
Was it?
I feel like it was in the Orkneys, yeah.
I can't remember, probably.
Yeah. Was that the one... That was a real massive dragon, wasn't it? Where it like formed the islands, was it? Or was that the magician one?
I can't remember, honestly.
That was a mad one.
It was a mad one.
I'll kill it. Just give your daughter. You sly little bastard. Tried to work his magic then, didn't he?
Yeah,
what? You like that one? The animal involved has been classified by cryptozoologists as a long neck. What's it, Land Before Time? What they called, wasn't it? Oh, we're long necks.
What's going on?
And the sighting is regarded as one of the definitive observations of this type of sea serpent. Sighting is significant in that if Bell's account was honest and accurate, the animal seems certain to have been a long-necked seal.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's not a fucking mammal. It's a reptile, I'm telling you.
A long-neck seal.
The alleged witness, John McIntosh Bell of Roundstone Foot in Moffat, was a lawyer who had been admitted to the bar in 1894. He married Frances Wright in 1926 and died on the 31st of May 1950 at the age of 79. Bell claimed that he to have observed the sea serpent at Pentland Firth, the strait of seawater separating the British mainland from the Orkneys, where several sightings of long necks have been claimed. Sea serpents similar to that reported by Bell were reportedly observed by at Orfair at Orfair 8030s, Inverness Bay in 1904. Oh Jesus! Oh, you bastard! Got me there. Oh, Inverness Bay 1905, Shapinsay 1905. The Skerries of Work, 1910, Nethermill, 1936, Fair Isle, 1937, and the Pentland Skerries in 1937. Within Pentland Firth itself, the Firth is also noted as a habitat for grey and harbour seals.
Right.
So it could have been misidentification.
Yeah. It's just a fucking seal.
But
how do
you mix them two up? Like, surely you know what a fucking seal looks like.
Well, that's what I mean. For fuck's sake.
Right.
Oh, God.
Right. And then, it never did say like how big and that it was, so I'm not sure. Hang on. Oh, what? Right.
You good?
Yeah, I think so. It's fucking phone, man. It does my head in. Right, the site. Oh, no. Now we're getting into the actual sighting.
There we go.
Bell made mention of the incident, the accordion, and in 1929 he sent an account of the sighting alongside a pencil sketch of the animal to William Thomas Kelman, the keeper of zoology at what is now the Natural History Museum.
Oh.
Robert Gould, an investigator of sea serpents and later the Loch Ness Monster, also learned of the sightings during the 1920s and contacted Bell requesting more details. Cryptozoologists' knowledge of the sighting is based mainly on the account he sent to Gould, which was published slightly abridged in The Case for the Sea Serpent in 1930. What was released in 1930. Bell claimed that he observed the sea serpent on or around the 5th of August 1919 during a fishing holiday he took on Hoy. Following his demobilisation at the end of the First World War, on the first day of his holiday, he had put to sea into the northern Pentland Firth, northwest of Torr Ness, which some local fishermen he had befriended who told him that they saw the creature. Bell wrote that at around 9:30 a.m. he saw the sea serpent emerge from the water near the boat. The very first day I was there, I think it was about 5th of August. I went afloat with a crew of 4. At about 9:30 a.m. for the purpose of firstly lifting lobster creels and then for cod fishing. On making our way to the creels, which had been set in a line between Brim's Ness and Torr Ness, my friend said, "We wonder if we will see that sea monster which we often see, and perhaps you will be able to tell us what it is." We got to the creels, hauled some, and we were moving slowly with the motor to another, when my friend said very quietly, "There he is." Oh, fucking hell, that'd be sick though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There he is. Look.
You turn around and I don't know, it's a fucking title or something. You're like, really?
Or just a wrinkly old man swimming. Morning, boys! Oh, it's a monster! It's a fucking turtle. I looked, and sure enough, about 25 to 30 yards from the boat, a long neck as thick as an elephant's foreleg, all rough looking like an elephant's hide, was sticking up. Turns out it's
just an elephant.
Are we near Africa? Nah, boy. On top of this was the head, which was much smaller in proportion, but of same colour. The head was like that of a dog, coming sharp to the nose. Like,
oh, right. I was like, so it's an elephant with a dog's head. What the fuck is this thing?
That'd be right sweet, though, wouldn't it? Right. Like an elephant-looking thing with a fucking Labrador's head looking at you. That'd be right sweet. Coming sharp at nose. The eyes were black and small, and the whiskers were black. The neck, I would say, stuck about 5 to 6 feet, possibly more, out of the water. The animal was very shy, kept pushing its head up and then pulling it down, but never going quite out of sight. The body I could not see. I could not then see. Then it disappeared, and I said, if it comes again, I'll take a snapshot of it. Sure enough, it did come back, and I took, as I thought, a snap of it. But on looking at the camera shutter, I found it had not closed, owing to it being swollen. So I did not get a photo.
Ah, convenient.
Yeah. But
I tried to take a picture, but I accidentally turned the camera and took a selfie.
First selfie in 1919. Fucking sea monster, mate. I then said, I'll shoot it.
Oh, right, yeah. Here we go.
With my 303 rifle.
Oh, the camera didn't work. I suppose I got to kill the fucker.
It's the only way, mate. But the skipper would not hear of it in case I wounded it. and it might attack us. It disappeared, and as was its custom, swam close alongside the boat, about 10 feet down. We all saw it plainly. My friends remarking that they had seen it many times swimming, just the same way. After it had shown itself on the surface, my friends told me that they had seen it the year before and just about the same place. It was a common occurrence. So they said that year, 1919, was the last of several years in which they saw it annually. It did not show itself again for 2 or 3 years, and then it was only seen once. So its body was seen below the water, dark brown, getting slightly lighter as it got to the outer edge. Then at the edge it appeared almost grey. It had 2 paddles or fins on its side and then 2 at its stern. My friends thought it would weigh 2 or 3 tons. Some think it 4 to 6. Not only my friends, but others lobster fishing got many chances of seeing it. I might say that since 1919, all cod and other deep-sea causefish have left the Pentland Firth. I think the reason is that such monsters frequent the rocky caves, which are always covered by deep water. My friends think the animal may have been killed by a passing steamer, but I think it is possibly a native to warmer seas, and that if we get a really hot summer, it will be seen again.
Very similar to like a shark. Not look, I mean like they act.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. After receiving Bell's account of the sighting, Gould wrote back requesting more accurate estimates of the animal's dimensions, which Bell provided. Dimensions: neck so far say 6-7 feet, so that's just the neck, so that's taller than me and you.
Yeah.
Body never seen when neck straight up, but just covered by the water. You could detect the paddles causing the water to ripple. When underwater swimming, the body, I think, to the end of the tail flappers would be flippers. I mean, the tail flappers, tail flippers would be around 12 feet long.
Fucking hell!
And if the neck was stretched to say 8 feet, neck and body 18 to 20 feet long. The skipper of the boat remarked that sometimes the top of the head, when seen from the boat vertically, was a bright red. Neck thickness, say 1 foot diameter. Head very like a black retriever. Oh, I see. Say 6 inches long by 4 inches broad. Whiskers black and short. Circumference of body, I'd say 10 to 11 feet. But this I am not sure of, as I never saw all round it. But I would say 4 to 5 foot across the back. Oh, fucking hell. What's up with me? Consulted in 1929, William Kalman. Oh, hang on. This is. Oh, no, still on it. Told Bell that no animal, at all agreeing with your sketches, is at present known to science. And lamented his failure to photograph the creature, but did not discount the possibility that he had observed an undescribed animal. The correspondence inspired him to open a file on sea monsters, and Bell's statement is still present in the Natural History Museum's archives. Oh, that's sick.
Well, no, so far, I agree with them. Like, what animal even remotely resembles that? And even today's...
Yeah, you know in today's, like, what we know
there is fuck all like that.
No, not like that at all. The only thing, like... What I say, like, resembles sea serpents in today's animals are oarfish.
Yeah.
And conger eels and
things like that. Yeah,
stuff like that. So,
but not that big and definitely not that fucking wide.
No, and not being able and not having a body and flippers.
No.
Only animal.
See, if it didn't have the neck thing, you could maybe make the case for, like you said, brown sort of colour, massive flippers at the side, but something like a basking shark.
Yeah.
Because they are seen in Scottish waters.
Yeah, that is very true.
But
very
the
true.
head and the neck cancels it. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Like I say, the only animal in history that looks like that would be a plesiosaur. So I'm hoping it's a plesiosaur. It is a plesiosaur. The pendant fur sea serpent's close resemblance to a seal. What? What? Albeit one with a much longer neck than any known species has been acknowledged by cryptozoologists, including Bernard Hoovermans, who is like the godfather of cryptozoology.
And he reckons.
The thing I get with that, I know it's fucking bizarre. The thing I do get with that is the head.
Yeah. Because
when you see a seal's head,
yeah, but then at the same time to counteract it, 50 foot, but what is it? He say 4 or 5 ton.
He said about 20 foot, about 20 foot.
4 or 5 ton.
Elephant seal.
Neck.
Elephant seal fucked a giraffe. I don't know.
But no, that makes sense with the dog. Are you sure it just weren't a fucking seal? Dog head, brownish colour, they got the flippers.
Well, they said
it's
like,
a seal.
Like rough skin like an elephant though.
Yeah,
Seals have quite sleek skin, don't they?
Yeah, but then when you see them when they're out of the water and they've like dried up.
Yeah, but they never. It was in the sea.
True. That's a seal. It's a fucking seal. You sold me on the dog head. Of course, it's a seal.
Who placed it in the long neck category? Hoovermans believed that such sea serpents were indeed long necked seals or sea lions.
Yep.
A theory first proposed by A.C. Oudemans during the 19th century. A Bell's sea serpent was relatively small, not larger than the largest known elephant seals. Hoovermans suggests that it may have been quite a young specimen. Several cryptozoologists have not seen it, but cited or whatever the Pentland first sea serpent as one of the most significant long-necked sightings. Robert Corns sees Bell's account as arguably the most convincing for the existence of a seal with a long neck, and Carl Schuker regards it as the only sighting preventing him from entirely dismissing the concept of a long-necked seal, an idea of which he is critical. Michael Woodley, although somewhat suspicious of Bell's claim that his camera malfunction, considers the sighting to be one of the most clear, detailed and convincing long neck accounts obtained to date.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a fucking seal, it's reptilian.
It's a seal.
It's a reptile,
it's
mate.
A seal.
It's a fucking reptile.
It's a fucking seal.
It's a fucking plesiosaur, I'm telling you.
It's a dog's head.
It's a plesiosaur.
It's a seal.
It's a fucking plesiosaur. Fuck off. It's a fucking plesiosaur, mate. I'm telling you. Bollocks to you. Dale A. Drennan is critical of the dimensions as represented in this sketch. According to him, the neck is depicted as longer and more slender than Bell's written account indicates, and Drennan's modified sketch makes the head only as long as the hind limbs. Drennan argues that the animal was a thick neck, a large unknown sea lion about the size of a walrus. For over a century, a 20-foot-long snake-like creature has been lurking deep below. Oh, this is a different story.
Oh, I was going to say.
I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Yeah. Nah, plesiosaur, mate. I'm telling you.
Nah. Seal.
A long neck seal.
Yeah.
But then, that's technically still a cryptid because it's never been seen.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know what I mean? Never been like brought to science. So it's still interested.
Yeah.
But I want it to be a fucking plesiosaur. Come on,
you
might
can't have them all.
You fucking can. I'm telling you. Come on, you got to want it to be like that as well.
Of course I do more than a seal, but
Yeah.
I'm just thinking logically it's a fucking seal.
Yeah, but logic don't come into it because there's no such thing as a long neck seal. We knew plesiosaurs existed. A long neck seal has never
True.
been proven to be existed, or it might have, but I don't know.
Any devil's advocate existed,
Yeah,
as in not no more.
right,
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
right.
Just a seal.
But sure, how you know? But what I'm saying is,
Yeah, I know.
In in history book, like in evolutionary books,
plesiosaur.
How has a seal now got a really long fucking neck when there's never been shown in history before?
But at the same time, we said it earlier. Are they just exaggerating?
Maybe
because they've not seen it before. You see a seal,
but
think, the fuck is that?
Yeah, but
the dog's head is the bit that's selling me, and the flippers. They're the two bits that's selling me.
Like a dog-like head. It don't mean like it's an actual fucking retriever's head.
Well, no, but the
you know what I mean?
Dog head other than a dog is a seal.
Yeah, but what? It's the shape. That's what I'm getting at. Like,
yeah, I know.
It's like you ain't gonna say
skull.
Like, like how it's like broader at the back and then it tapers.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could say a snake, you could say anything like that, but we all know what a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you always see like a big broad head, then it smalls to a snout.
It's got like a pug's head.
So it's a fist head.
No, that fucker is a cryptid.
I just don't know how they can have her alive.
No, I really don't. I don't get why they haven't banned breeding them.
Yeah, I don't personally.
It's fucking horrible.
They just struggle.
Exactly.
Yeah, they look cute and everything, but the thing is, they just look like this.
It's an animal. It's not a fucking fashion accessory. Do you know what I mean? Stop breeding it to make it look all fucked up because it's unique.
Mm. Oh. Yeah, I'm good. Ooh. Right, this one is quite a famous one in the UK. It's called Morgower, and it was in Cornwall.
What name?
For over a century, a 20-foot long snake-like creature has been lurking deep below the surface of the coast of Cornwall. Slithering its way through the water, Cornwall's very own Nessie has terrified dozens of people who claim to have seen it. The mysterious sea serpent, described as dark-skinned with humps on its back, has been named Morgower, Cornish for sea giant, and apparently lives in the waters off Falmouth Bay. Right, there's Cornwall. Falmouth Bay.
Hey!
See, I fucking found it. Right. Sightings can be traced back about 140 years when a long-necked beast was alleged caught by fishermen in Gerrans Bay. Where's Gerrans Bay? What the fuck are you then? Don't exist on a map. Decades ago, a Truro dental technician sighted something off Rosemullen Head, which I think I did see. No, I didn't. Sorry. What he took to be a whale shocked him by thrusting its long neck from the waves before diving. An equally surprised local fisherman described how he once came face to snout with Morgower.
We try and lips it.
Well, it just come up like, ooh, yeah.
Hey, baby doll.
Huh?
Hey, baby doll.
You sure have a pretty mouth. Wreck fishing on a flat, calm August day, he saw what he took to be an upturned boat on his starboard side. Drawing closer, he identified it as a dead whale, with 18 to 20 feet of its black back showing. Its three peculiar humps puzzled him, however. And suddenly, this head came out of the water about 3 feet from the body. The fisherman said at the time, it just looked at us and my mate. What the hell have we got here? The astonished mate said as the creature submerged gracefully away. So that's what they saw. In 1935, Morgower was spotted slicing through a placid sea up from Port Isaac. One reliable... I ain't bothering looking again. One reliable witness described its big head, a goose-like neck, and a huge hump on its back resembling a big barrel. Estimating it about between 40 to 50 feet long. He also described how behind the surface of the water was a tremendous tail tapering to a point. According to sightings, the mouth of Helford River seems to be Morgower's favourite place.
Mm-hmm.
Most sightings have been there between Rosemullen Head and Toll Point. The area has been nicknamed Margora's Mile.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to Cornwall for the Cornish Owl, man,
We might as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We have combed through our archive and found many stories in the West Britain, Cornish Guardian, and Western Morning News about people who have seen Morgar and lived to tell the tale. 1876, the sea serpent was allegedly caught alive in Gerrans Bay. Two fishermen were afloat overhauling their crab pots about 400 to 500 yards from the shore when they discovered the serpent coiled around their floating cork. Upon their approach, it lifted its neck and showed signs of defiance. They struck it forcibly with an oar.
Have it, bug!
Take it, twat! Get off! They then observed the serpent floating about near their boat and pursued it, bringing it ashore yet alive for exhibition. Soon after, it was killed on the rocks and most inconsiderately cast again into the sea. So they killed it and then
fucked it
off.
off.
Could have kept it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But they probably what gets me, it was probably like a seal or something like that. They killed it for.
Either that or they just Billy Big Bollocks tried to catch it. It got away and they're like, we'll kill it. We'll say we killed it.
Yeah, and chucked it back. You know, we ain't monsters.
Yeah. You caught fuck all you band shots.
Fucking hell. 1926. Fisherman Mr. Reese and Mr. Gilbert. No. Oh, fucking hell. He's gonna go.
just Mr. Gilbert! Mr. Gilbert!
Phil? Phil? In between his reference there. Mr. Reese and Mr. Gilbert were trawling in Falmouth Bay, almost caught a weird beaked creature 20 feet long. But the beast escaped, tearing their nets.
I thought he was wanting to say tearing their necks. I was like, what the fuck?
Beaked creature. It's a bit weird.
Giant platypus.
They have bills.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
No.
No, it's not.
No. Like a hedgehog. No.
Oh.
1934. A monster was seen in Whitsand Bay. Early summer of 1937. A Myler woman saw a large snake-like creature swimming in the sea near her home. 1944. Fishermen accompanied by a 13-year-old boy are said to have seen Morgar off Fowey Point. 5th of July 1949. In the tidal creek, Harold T. Wilkins and a friend saw two remarkable saurons, 50 to 20 feet long, just like a pair of Mesozoic plesiosaur.
What's a sauron?
Like sauropod.
Oh, right.
Sauron, like it's long neck.
Ah, right.
Please, fucking paleontologist as well. I'm all the ontologists. Cryptozoologist. Paleontologist. Vikinologist. I don't know, I'm talking out my ass now. 1975. Two witnesses saw a hideous humped... What was that?
Hideous.
I was about to fucking go into...
Sweet speaking past or something.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what was in there. Let's move on quickly. A hideous humpback creature of Pendennis Point. September 1975. Foul-mouthed woman...
Fucking gobshite.
Foul-mouthed woman, Mrs. Scott, and her friend, Mr. Riley, were enjoying a stroll on the Pendennis Point when they saw in the clear water below a large humpback long-necked sea monster. You long-legged back, daddy. That's what it felt like saying that. A large humpback long-necked sea monster.
It may turn around at your foul-mouthed woman.
Yeah. It had rounded stump-like horns on the top of its head, and down the back of its neck a ridge of short bristles. The creature dived and shortly afterwards resurfaced with a writhing conger eel in its jaws.
Oh.
Mrs. Scott said she would never forget the face on that thing. 1976. Why have I turned into Mike Tyson now? 1976.
I'm going to eat his children.
What?
I'm going to eat his children.
I fucking do love me.
You can get me a tiger.
Fishermen in Falmouth and Helford blame Morgower for low catches, damaged gear, and all kinds of ill fortune. Dan had been aboard a small boarding boat and was travelling from Manacles towards Mainporth at around 10:30 a.m. when he saw something strange. I said to the fisheries officer that there was something a bit weird in the water, and as we got a bit closer, I saw its huge head. As we got within 100 yards of its neck, it was completely out of the water, but when it saw us coming, its neck fell from a vertical position and made quite a splash. It was grey/black in colour. I've boated in the Fowl for many years, and I've never seen anything like this. I've seen lots of dolphins and whales, but it wasn't either of those. Days later, Mike Bedford, the then chief engineer aboard the patrol boat, was at the quayside of Falmouth and was chatting to George Vinicone. He said he had seen something unusual. There was no way he could have heard about what we had seen. George, who also claimed to have seen Morgower in the 1970s, said, at the time, I was about a mile north of the Manacles and saw what looked like a very large fin, up to 3 feet in length. It was too big for a basket shark. The way it moved through the water was unusual. Marine and zoology experts later said that Mr. Holmes' sea serpent was actually probably a sunfish.
Oh.
One of them said, I've no doubt Mr. Holmes was convinced he filmed a mystery sea creature, and it was reasonable to mistake, but sea life experts who have seen the video agree that it is, in fact, a sunfish. If you don't know what a sunfish is, well, it's a fish, but it's like a big fucking circle. Well, it is, though, isn't it?
No, it sounded like he was about to go proper in depth with it. He just, it's a circle, isn't it?
It's just a very round fish with fins and that.
You know, you were saying earlier you're like the ists.
Yeah.
You're definitely not a marine biologist.
Fucking am, right? Well, what Hackett?
I know.
What do you mean? It's a fucking round fish. You know what I mean?
Fins and that, isn't it?
It's got fins and that.
Guys in water, bro. What do you think it is? It's a fucking fishing bug.
Yes. It's like that woman who's holding that frog. They brought David Attenborough arrest, just looking at her. That's a frog, isn't it? It's just that as she had to like, it's a frog, isn't it? like, yeah. No, it's a fucking flamingo, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Mr. Holmes then replied, personally, I'm totally convinced that what I saw was not a sunfish. The experts...
What I look like a mug.
Yeah, pretty much. The experts are entitled to their view, but I was there and I know what I saw. A creature with a very mobile head on a long neck.
Brother. Experts have looked at it. You can't go to an expert and go, now you're chatting shit. What do you mean?
Well, no, but in a way, because, right, this was, 1975 or something?
Oh, God.
The video is going to be poor, isn't it?
Yeah.
And him being there, he's seeing it in full 4K or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, he's seeing that in fucking prime time. And, yeah, it might look a bit grainy in the video, think, yeah, no. But it might... Like, well, you know, like how waves crash. That could be where the head is, and they can't notice it because the video's grainy.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
You know, like, I'm not disputing it. Yeah, it probably was a sunfish, and like you say, you don't want to look like a fucking mug. But in a way, he's making himself look more of a mug to argue with him.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's still not from round ends. Just act shocked.
Yeah.
You still discovered something that's not meant to be there.
Yeah. I've studied the film for a very long time, trying to work out what it could be, and I think it's a shame that the experts have once again so easily dismissed it with the explanation that it's a sunfish. The thing is, though, if you...
I get where he's coming from, but I just love the fact that he's like, the experts are bollocks, mate.
Yeah.
Talking shit. You said fucking sunfish. What you want about?
But you can always bring it back, like, to other things. Like say with 9/11, the experts are saying it was them who caused it.
I'll give you that, yeah.
When people who are looking into it, like, nah, they didn't.
Yeah.
That so-called experts are saying, nah, it was. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a lot of things. Like with Bigfoot, like a lot of people say, nah, it's a bear. When they're like, well, you weren't there, was you?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
just, I think how butter he is about it that's getting me. It's
like,
just, nah, bollocks, mate.
I ain't having it.
They call themselves experts are fucking mugs.
Fucking sunfish my ass. Fucking.
It looks fuck all like the sun. What you want about?
More of a moon shape if you ask me. Like, oh, you got a moonfish?
Isn't it? Fucking sunfish. Doesn't look like it's got a baby's face in the middle of it. Clearly not sun, is it? It's not in the corner of a picture.
Yeah, he ain't got sunglasses on. Every kid done that.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, if you didn't draw a sun with sunglasses on, you're a fucking knob.
Oh, God.
Right, we're going to Scotland, and we're not in the sea. We're going to be in a lake.
Oh?
In Scotland.
Oh?
What do you think it is? A loch in Scotland.
Oh, you said lake. That's why I got confused.
That's what they call lakes.
Well, there's only one, isn't there?
No, there isn't.
Oh.
See, I felt cool. People think like, fucking tit. I felt like, got ya. Made you think. Nah, but like I say, everyone knows of Loch Ness.
Yeah.
Loch Ness Monster, Nessie. It's the most loved monster out there, I think.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as well as... I'd say more than Bigfoot. I'd say Nessie is like most loved.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's the one that... It's cute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're coming from.
Whereas like Bigfoot and everything can be seen as quite...
Like, shoot the fucker.
Yeah. They're quite scary. Whereas Nessie's like, oh, look at it. And for someone who's been there... Oh, honestly, that will always be the most beautiful places I've seen. Like, well, when it comes to actually going to those places, I've lived quite a sheltered life.
Yeah,
but like being in Norfolk and that, like, it is a beautiful, beautiful county. I'll never, if anyone says otherwise, I'll knock them out. But that county's better than your county. No, you're fucking wrong. I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. This
go
shit.
back tonight.
Oh, alright. This will make you feel better. Oh, better. Right. No, but yeah, we're not talking about Nessie. Nessie has got her own. She's special. But we're talking about Morag. Or Morag in Scottish Gaelic, is a loch monster reported to live in Loch Morar, Scotland. After Nessie, it is among best known of Scotland's legendary monsters.
Really?
Well, yeah, what else?
Well, true. I was going to say, I've never fucking heard of it.
Yeah. Well, no, because when you think of Lake Monster Scotland, Nessie,
yeah,
you know, it takes all the limelight. The name Morag is a pun on the name of the loch and of the Scottish female name Morag. Sightings date back to 1887 and include some 34 incidents as of 1981. 16 of these involve multiple witnesses. In 1948, a peculiar serpent-like creature about 20 foot long was reported by 9 people in a boat in the same place as the 1887 sighting. The best-known encounter in 1969 featured 2 men, Duncan MacDonald and William Simpson, and their speedboat. The speedboat saw it as well, apparently. With which they accidentally struck the creature, prompting it to hit hit back. McDonald retaliated with an oar, and Simpson opened fire with his rifle. God, they went a bit mad, didn't they?
Went from 0 to 100 real quick.
They're going,
oh, sorry, mate. You fucking coming at
you bang! Take that, you fucker. Whereupon it sank slowly out of sight. They described it as being brown, 25 to 30 feet long, and with rough skin. It had 3 humps rising 18 inches above the lock surface, and a head a foot wide, held 18 inches out of the water. A pair of photographs taken in 1977 by Miss M. Lindsay showed an object in the lock which is claimed to be Morag. The object appears to have moved several yards from one picture to the other. The first picture shows a round back, while the second picture seems to show 2 humps. The Loch Ness Investigation Bureau expanded its search to include Loch Morar in February 1970. Several expeditions with the aim to prove or find the monster have been made, but no evidence for an unknown large creature has been found. Same as Loch Ness, really.
Yeah.
It's because there's tunnels.
Can't believe just wait from accidentally hitting it to literally having a full-on scrap with the fucker.
Yeah, they hit it with a speedboat. The monster, like, headbutted the fucking boat. Him hitting it with an oar. And then mate's like, right, bang! Just full out. You imagine seeing that from the side. Like, oh, them bastards just hit fucking Morag. Oh, he shot it.
Boys.
He's fucking shot it. And that's fucking mad.
That is brilliant.
But why is that? Why would that be me and you, though? Like, that would be me and you if we ever saw something like that. If that ever happened, we'd be like, and then try like attack. Like, fuck you, mate. Like, shouldn't have got that way, you twat. You had no whole lock. You had to be an hour way.
Fucking awkward bastard. Oh, God.
Right, this is of an actual animal
that
is known to science, but is not known to be in the UK.
Right.
It's called the Bristol crocodile.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of it?
Nope.
Ah.
But pretty self-explanatory.
In Bristol, there was a crocodile.
Mr. Mysteries.
We always get the information out there. A motorist has told she almost crashed her car after spotting the Bristol crocodile in a river. Kelly Gray, 41, said she saw the 6-foot animal put its head above water as she drove past the entrance to the St Mary Redcliffe School on the River Avon. She told the Metro, "I was so stunned I nearly crashed the car. He was swimming along the river and he just put his head above the water. I could see his eyes and his snout. I could see him quite clearly." Police started a hunt for the creature on Monday after the bus driver reported seeing a crocodile on the loose under the Coronation Bridge. Nick Gargan, the chief constable of Avon and Somerset Police, wrote on Twitter, "One of our officers was flagged down by a bus driver today, claiming to have seen a 6-foot crocodile at the Coronation Bridge. We can't find it."
Oh, it's proper tickled me. What do you mean? Oh.
Can't find it. Oh, it's not there then. A police spokesman told the BBC, "We were called at 10:28 a.m. on Monday the 3rd of February to reports of a crocodile sighted under Bedminster Bridge. We carried out a search of the area but found no trace of the reptile. The crocodile has not yet been found by authorities, but it has become so famous it has its own Twitter.
As if.
Called Chris the Croc." You gotta love people,
Stand
really.
strong, Bristol. Stand
You
strong.
gotta love people, really.
Oh, fucking hell. This is amazing. I just can't believe it. My tweet is like, these got told, just tweet about the information, just can't find it.
hasn't shown up yet.
Oh, that's golden.
You know why they can't find it?
Because they ain't got you.
Exactly. Ain't got us.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Right, if we go and we don't find it, we have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Just
Can't find
we
it.
went to Bristol to look for the crocodile. Can't find it. I'm actually gonna piss myself. I couldn't picture that any other way, like any other like news headline that the police tweet, because you always see them like on Facebook and Twitter and all that sort of stuff.
I don't think it was on Twitter or anything.
Well, no, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
saying that accident here, or we've arrested someone here, we've raided there. It's just can't find it.
Yeah, it's a bit mad. Isn't it? Can't find it. Oh shit!
Oh god!
Fucking hell! Nearly got run amok.
Oh.
I've actually thought about how I'd fucking try it and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, honestly, it'd be like the easiest way. Like, it's just typical like crocodile hunting. Like, just get a chicken, not a live one. Like,
Yeah.
and just bait it with like putting like not like blood or something on it, on a bit of fucking like a good wire leader.
Yeah.
Just chucking it
Chuck
in.
it in. If it's in there, he'll get it.
Yeah, and then that then give us if it gets taken, say like the leader gets ripped or whatever, then shows like there's
definitely something there, 'cause there's
something
cooking.
in there, and then like just keep trying to bait it,
So eventually,
then it comes, then lasso it, wrestle it like Steve Owen. So I'm well equipped.
take a picture of it, let it back. Message can't find it.
Yeah. Because I remember, like, before... Can you remember, like, before we... you have heard of the Bristol crocodile, because I had that dream, didn't I? This was what...
Oh, shit, yeah!
Yeah, this was way before podcast started.
Was ever a thing, yeah.
Well, no, it was a thing. It was in the planning. And I remember saying to Josh, like, I had the weirdest dream. Somehow we had a van. We hired a van. Went to Bristol and we actually caught the crocodile.
Yeah.
But on the way back, we was going through like a forest, and it sounds mad because, like I say, this was last year, and I could still remember it. It's weird. Like you usually don't remember your dreams, do you? But this was vivid. And on the way back, we came across these people who were doing a ghost hunt, and they were. We was like, "Oh, what you up?" Me and he was like, "Oh, what you up to?" And so I was doing a ghost hunt, like. And we're like, oh well, funny enough, we've got a podcast and we hunt on the side. And they were like, do you? And then we was like, well, yeah, we're coming back from a hunt now. And they're like, prove it. So then open the side door and there's a crocodile in the back. They're like, oh yeah, fair.
So you do.
Do you want to join us? Like, I don't know where like the similarities of a crocodile and a ghost come in, but they were like, oh yeah, you seem to know your stuff. Do you want to join us? We were like, yeah, all right. And it was like. It was like in a big clearing in the forest, and we're there and we're filming and everything, and then there was like a big bright light, like something was happening. Yeah, and we were all going like fucking hell. And then it was like a bit like a Ghostbusters thing where they caught it somehow.
Yeah.
Then I woke up and I was like, oh, gutted. But yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I do.
Brilliant.
It's weird how I remember it so vividly. Because it's going to happen. Can you remember they brought a show out called the Essex Serpent?
No.
I think it was on Apple TV or one of them, and it had Tom Hiddleston in.
All right.
Well, I thought, was it just like made up? But it turns out there is myths and legends in Essex River about a sea serpent.
Oh.
Essex has had a long history of water serpent myths. A number of these stories... Maybe because it boasts the longest coastline in England, 350 miles. Oh, yeah. Fair. indented with hundreds of water inlets and estuaries. The region is tidal, meaning that acres of salt marsh, swampy and unstable ground fill with water twice a day and shift constantly. It's easy to get lost, caught by the tide, and mishear and see things in the low mist. The local industry in the Victorian era was fishing, included serpent-like eels, and it is possible that fishermen and local pirates, of which were many smuggling rum across the land from Mersey Island, met unknown objects in the water. One legend from the period has it that a dragon emerged from the ancient lake near the village of Beors in Essex, terrorised the villagers and eaten the sheep. A nearby village of Wormingford is named after worm, the medieval word for serpent or dragon. A 1950 stained glass window in Wormingford Church shows a version of the myth where a crocodile given to King Richard I escapes the Tower of London. The crocodile brought evil to the community, killing sheep and demanded to be fed virgins. Why is it always virgins?
Why's a crocodile demanding?
Yeah, well, there is that as well, yeah. I'd be more worried about that. Like, fuck, crocodile speaks.
He got out. He's just trotting along, eating sheep. And they're like, oh no, they're feeding it sheep, did it say? Or
No,
was it eating them?
he was just killing sheep.
He's just standing there. What do we want? Virgins. What do we want them now?
Give me virgin. In Wissington Village Church, a medieval mural of a water dragon remains today, and was probably an inspiration for the serpent wood carving at Aldwinter Church. In the Essex Serpent, which is the programme, villagers believe that the Blackwater Beast was released by an earthquake. There's probably references to a destructive earthquake that happened in Essex around that time in 1884. It remains the most powerful earthquake in England's history, damaging hundreds of homes and churches. The earthquake was felt strongly in Peldon, a village in the area in which the novel is set. There's also a book.
Yeah. Bit peak, isn't it? You're around that time. You just somehow survived this massive earthquake, like you said, the biggest we've ever had. Well, like since then, sort of thing. You think, fucking, I'll survive that, and then a crocodile turns up in the gaff. Do you know what I mean?
Starts demanding.
Of course it does. Do you know?
You're like, oh yeah.
This is the way my life's going, is it? Nice one.
Sound, brother. And I've got one more. Right. Oh, fucking hell. I'm not going to read all that. Ooh. Well, yeah, fuck it. It's this titled, Driven Mad by the Sea Serpent, The Strange Case of Captain George Drevar. In 1881, George Drevar, a merchant captain who had survived shipwreck in the Cape Verde Islands. Oh, hang on, this has nothing to do with the UK. Hang on. Oh, I think he was British, so... But the creature wasn't seen... What? Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, no, fuck that. Nah, it weren't in England. It weren't in the UK, so yeah, we'll have to leave that because... Got to stick to what we know. But, yeah... There's some sea serpents and lake monsters and crocodiles and... virgin-loving crocodiles. But can't find them.
I thought the dragons one was mad. Some of them are real, but there's some of them you're like, eh?
It is. I think the most unreal one is the virgin demanding crocodile. Like,
what do you mean?
Like a spoilt child. I want a virgin.
I want a virgin.
It's a bit mad, isn't it?
What the fuck?
That is a bit mad. I don't know. It must have been, right? The only way I could see it's being logical. Right? Yeah, no.
All right.
Bear with. Yeah. Is that there was two people on the riverbank. One was a virgin and one weren't. The crocodile went for the virgin. So they were like, oh, it must wouldn't only eat virgins. That's the only way I can see that being any way logical. Because let's be honest, crocodiles don't fucking speak. Crocodiles don't speak, so that is the only way I can see that happening.
It's the fact they said demanded.
Yeah, I know, that's the, yeah.
What do you mean? What's it going to do? Hold people hostage? Fucking siege. Just right. What are your demands? Virgins.
Virgins and sheep. Yeah, it's a bit bad.
Jesus Christ. I ain't never going to be able to look at a crocodile again.
Okay, that's alright. Don't bother me.
And every time I see a crocodile, I'm just going to think, does it want virgins?
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck me.
Right, so where do you stand with sea serpents?
Well, what do you mean the stories you said, or just in general?
In general, for a start.
In general, I mean, it's not exactly the most far-fetched thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could very well possibly be out there, especially, I know it comes to the same topic every time, but when you think how massive the fucking oceans are,
Yeah.
Of course they can be out there, and we're never, ever, ever going to spot them.
No, it could be, like you say, really well, some of them could be really well camouflaged.
Yeah.
You know, they could be more...
And I mean, there are sea serpents.
Yeah, like you say, we've got like, sea snakes, you've got like eels, like conger eels and that, moray eels, you've got oarfish.
That's
like
what I mean.
Said, so, yeah.
And it is, I suppose, logically...
There's some species of shark, you could say, are very serpent, like frilled sharks and stuff like that. They look very serpentine, so...
And as well, like, yeah. I can't remember what I was going to say. It's good for a fucking podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was I going to say? No, it's gone.
No.
It's fucking gone.
It's fucking
It's
good.
freaking gone.
But, like...
That was it. Sorry.
You got it.
Like, with certain cases, you can maybe make the example for, like, certain things like eels and that.
Yeah.
There could be just gaps in, like, evolution where they have just got a ridiculously fucking massive...
Yeah,
so, well, you do. If you were to spot it, you would think, "What the fuck is that?" Do you know what I mean?
I think conger eels can get like to 2 to 3 meters long.
That's what I mean.
They are massive. They like, and the weird thing with conger eels as well, if you cut the head off, the head still bites.
Oh God, was it like a muscle spasm thing?
Yeah, I think so. Because there's been a lot of times where people have cut the head off and it's just leched back. And it, like bit them, and they got sharp, really like razor sharp teeth. And that, like cuts them up. They
Eels are creepy.
Oh, conger eels, I think, are smart, though. They look cool.
I like them, but at the same time, they're just eels. The whole just eel in general creep me the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what it is about them. But they're just... I don't know.
I like moray eels. Are stunning.
And they're the ones you sort of get in aquariums. And
yeah.
The massive fucking...
Yeah, the green morays.
Yeah, and you think, fuck, taking a bite off that, don't you?
Yeah, I think a diver got killed by one.
Really?
Got hold of it and just dragged, because they're bigger than what you think. Like the ones you see in aquariums, they're
it's
not
just
fully
like their
grown.
head or neck popping out as well, isn't it?
But there has been some where they cut in the wild, where they've come out, and they'd be like, ooh, fucking in. They're like a lot bigger than me. You know, I'd be like
fucking
length
mad.
And I'm 5'9". No, I'm 5'9", but yeah, they're a lot longer than me and that. And yeah, the woman, she was like doing photography or whatever, and yeah, this moray got hold of her,
just dragged her
down, and that was it. She drowned.
It's fucking mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, there could always be off chances of things just growing way. Bigger than they should have realistically.
Yeah,
because it all depends on things like food supply, weather. Do you know what I mean? All the stereotypical things that would make something grow tenfold.
Yeah. Like you say, there is species of animal out there that don't actually stop growing until they die.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Komodo dragons, they don't.
Which is mad.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine like how long roughly they live for.
I want to say about 20 years. I'm not 100%.
That's what I mean. Let's say, for argument's sake, right, if they don't stop till they're growing and their rough average age is 20 years, what if one somehow managed to live till they're 25?
Yeah.
The size difference between that and like the average one could be tenfold.
Yeah, I'm just...
So so it is very, very plausible. Something like a sea creature
over what's the word? Overestimates.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like goes past the predicted stage sort of thing.
Yeah, predicted lifespan.
Yeah. And again with the ocean,
about 30 years.
Well, there you go. So let's say one lives 35 or 40.
Yeah, 40 years. Yeah,
it's fucking gonna be massive.
Yeah.
But then you take that into consideration and you put it into like the ocean, where we don't know what the hell's down there. We don't know every single creature that lives in there.
No.
So we don't know how big they get. But even if we somehow, even though we don't know what the animal is, it was just argument's sake, it could only grow 6 foot.
Yeah.
But because it's never been tampered with in humans and evolution, all that sort of shit, pollution, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That it becomes fucking.
And that's only one specimen. We don't know
exactly.
If that's a baby,
common thing or anything.
Yeah,
exactly.
Baby,
you ain't got a fucking clue. So you see something
grown.
massive that you've never seen before, you are going to think, nah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I agree totally. But I still like the idea of plesiosaurs. But it is hard. It is one that I'm speaking more with my heart than my head.
Yeah.
Because of
one thing that I've never questioned about plesiosaurs, and I don't know the answer to, but I don't know if it's even common knowledge. Are they freshwater or like saltwater?
Saltwater mainly.
So yeah, it makes sense they could live in the like ocean.
Yeah. There were more ocean dwelling. Yeah. The freshwaters, you mainly had crocodiles. Yeah. Really.
I take it the loch's saltwater as well, isn't it?
Well, the loch it was formed out of a glacier.
Right.
From the Ice Age, so that's how the lochs are made. But it made them. I think it like when the it fucking
caved in, sort of thing.
No, melted.
Yeah,
it made it landlocked. Like surrounding Earth behind it, tumbled with it. So there was a lot of weight pressed on it, and it's tumbled with it, which made it landlocked.
Yeah,
I think. I doubt it, because where the fuck are you? You're up here somewhere. It's up here. Right.
So that's a lot of land.
Yeah.
Between that and the ocean and shit.
But if you look at it, there is a streak pretty much nearly all the way through.
Oh yeah.
So it was like it's 2 islands. Well, it's separate, and when the glacier melted, it probably
brought them together,
kind of thing. Yeah, so
because like when water freezes, it expands, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so when it melts, it's obviously going to go the other way.
Yeah, so that's what's probably made it landlocked, and that's what kept them inside.
Yeah,
in a sense, in a massive sense. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like you say, there could still be ways into the sea, which makes it more plausible.
Yeah,
for me, but it is a very, very, very difficult thing to actually to think logically.
Yeah.
Logically, nah, they don't exist. Nah. They don't exist anymore. But in my heart, I'm like,
it'd be amazing if they did.
Please,
be amazing if they did.
Yeah, 100%.
Even if I never saw one, just to know they're still here.
Yeah,
from 65 odd million years ago.
Yeah,
it's just mind-boggling.
Oh God, yeah. But then,
because I know you get the similar things like I know sharks are obviously evolved. Sharks and the fucking crocodiles and things like that have evolved.
Sharks are older than trees.
But it just, I don't know. I think because obviously I've grown up all the time knowing what a shark is.
Yeah.
It don't really sink in that they was around back then.
No. But I mean, a lot of them look
completely
different. Yeah.
But to know a dinosaur, especially if it hasn't, I mean, if logically it does exist still, it would have changed massively.
Yeah, it'd look a lot different.
Yeah. But just to know, like, that to this.
Yeah.
Like when you see a bird, you don't ever think descendant of dinosaur, do you?
No.
You just think fucking annoying little prick. Especially if it's like a seagull or something. You don't think that thing's great, like 65 million year great granddad was a fucking pteranodon.
Yeah.
You're just like,
pteranodons weren't dinosaurs though.
You know what?
They were
you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm getting at. So it's just to know, even if it even remotely resembled what we picture as a plesiosaur,
be
incredible.
But the thing is, as well, we don't 100% know what they
What
look like because we got the bones and everything. But
you
when
can't ever.
You see like bones of like penguins and that, like the skeleton.
It's completely different.
What they actually look like and what the skeletons look like. You think like how we'd picture it. Like if you saw the skeleton, how you'd picture it, like looking like a long neck fucking thing. But no, it turns out
it's weird as anything.
Chubby penguin.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Like that's what I mean. Like it don't matter what we get with fossils.
It's still not gonna because you're not gonna unless you were there.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna have a fucking clue.
The only kind of prehistoric animals we kind of definitely know what they look like are like mammoths and saber-toothed tigers and that. It's because there's drawings.
Descendants as well.
Yeah, but like cavemen and that have made drawings of what they actually look like. So you can
I suppose
tell.
As well, like I was getting at, with the descendants, they are, other than a few obviously major aspects, like, oh yeah, you saber-toothed with the teeth and that.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine them looking much more different, just like a tiger with massive teeth on fucking steroids. So
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But we was talking about it yesterday, but like it's mad that they're bringing woolly mammoths back in Siberia.
That is mad. If they pull that off,
yeah,
they have to be like top of the top of like what's the big science award thing?
Nobel Prize.
Yeah, that. Yeah. They have to be like head of the table for the Nobel Prize.
But because they make it sound so simple, they're pretty much getting
what I mean.
DNA from an Indian elephant, which turns out to be the closest living relative to a mammoth, which is weird because you think like African elephant.
Well,
but they're completely different. And DNA from a mammoth, what they've got, fusing them together, and then putting that in an Indian elephant
to see if it gives birth.
Because it has, they have a really long gestation period, like pregnancy,
20 months or something.
22 months. Like pregnancy, and then by the end of it, it's going to give birth to probably
maybe a mammoth,
the first mammoth in thousands of years.
Which, if it does, we're gonna see.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
I say wait a few years.
Well, yeah, because
it's a bit pointless watching a baby. Yes. I want to see mammoth.
Yeah, exactly. That would be sick. But the thing is, then it is like that stepping stone to like, what can we do now?
Yeah,
like,
that's my worry though.
Why?
Because when it comes
to... Because they could bring dinosaurs back.
No, I'm not saying it's
fucking worry,
no,
is it?
I'm not saying it's going to fucking go down Jurassic Park route. But what I'm saying is, when they find major breakthroughs and anything scientific, it becomes that urge. It's your human instinct. They don't know when to stop.
Yeah.
They could do something that could really backfire on them. Do you know what I mean?
What,
not necessarily with a dinosaur thing. I mean, like anything scientifically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, if they somehow manage to bring back T-Rexes, I'll be buzzing my tits off.
Yeah, that's got to be 8 giga for me.
Yeah, but let's say they couldn't. The only thing they could get was a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Still be amazing, but then what would they try after? Could we try doing this?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the possibilities would be endless. It's like, I don't know if it'll work. It's like, lad, we brought back a T-Rex. What are you fucking on about?
Oh,
we could try anything.
Yeah, no, that would be
could really bite him in the ass.
Literally.
Yeah.
That'd be right. Nah, I'd get a job there straight away. If they brought back T-Rexes, Velociraptors, if they just brought back dinosaurs in general,
mate.
I'll be on that. I don't care what I have to do. I don't, like, you need to be paleontologist. Fuck your paleontology. Yeah. I'm going to go and touch...
If I literally, you could pay me to pick up their shit.
Yeah, 100%.
I will do it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, no, that is... Oh, the thought of it is just amazing.
It's mad.
Yeah. Oh, the baryonyx. Oh, love baryonyx. I don't know why, but like the last few months, I've got a lot of right love for baryonyx now.
Yeah, but then at the same time, right, to be a proper environmentalist, let's say, for argument's sake,
it could backfire on environmentally. Yeah,
food-wise, is what I'm thinking. Let's say years down the line, they did manage to bring back the likes of a T-Rex. What the fuck are you going to feed that damn thing?
Goats. They did in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but a goat is not going to sustain that big Donny, is it?
Well, it depends how many you feed it.
So we wipe out goats? Wipe out goats extinctions?
No, obviously not. No, because you farm them, don't you? You breed them.
It just got out. We can't find it. Have you seen this T-Rex?
It names Toothy. Answers to Fluffy.
Oh god!
But nah, if they ever did bring back dinosaurs, I'd be like gunning to just work with carnivores. Like,
but then again, you just put a thing in my head. How many cunts would want to hunt it? How many?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. The thing is, I think now, I know there's always going to be people out there who want to hunt, who like white hunters and poachers and pricks.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking idiots. The thing is, like, because now, like, with matey who killed, like, Cecil the Lion, the amount of shit he has got, it must be, like, putting other people, like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Which has made social media worth it.
Yeah, that side of it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, like, animals like rhinos and elephants and that, where they have ivory, it's still hard because they produce stuff what can be sold.
Yeah.
Lions and that don't produce anything to be sold. They're
You're just killing it to get a fucking picture with the fucking thing.
Whereas, like, say, with rhinos and elephants and animals like that will produce ivory that can be sold in the black market.
Yeah.
They're always going to be hunted because...
Can I do that, please?
Yeah, of course you can. Because they can profit.
Mm-hmm.
You can't profit off a dead lion. So with that, maybe dinosaurs would be a bit more safe. I mean, yeah, they would be, because not dinosaur I know of that actually produces like an ivory or something like that. And as well, if they are like in a Jurassic Park setting, say like before it fucks up,
yeah,
that you can't hunt them, can you? Because you know what I mean, they're looked at 24 hours a day. So
in a way, right? What I just said, like about science going, it could bite them in the ass.
Yeah.
That is pretty much the plot of the first Jurassic World.
Yeah.
However, they had the dinosaurs and that, and it was like, no, we need more. And then they created the Indominus.
Yeah.
And it fucked up everything. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, right, like, it's all good, well and saying, yeah, we want more teeth. But why do you have to add it where it can camouflage more? It's stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's what they said. That was a genetic mistake, wasn't it?
Oh,
they said
right.
because they added cuttlefish DNA to let it withstand to like the warmer temperatures and that. Right. Cuttlefish can change colour.
Yeah,
so it's like you can't. So he said you can't have specific features and like certain traits from one animal.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And not expect to have the bad in it as well.
Yeah.
You can't cut a gene and go right. We'll have this bit and that bit.
Right.
So
I do remember.
Because then he goes on like how none of the Jurassic World animals are natural, because if they were, they'd all look completely different, sort of thing.
Yeah, but they done that because the amount of shtick they were getting because of Velociraptors.
Yeah.
Because of and Spinosaurus. Well, they say that, but that changes every fucking
But then again,
week.
even with that though, they sort of validated themselves with the Spinosaurus by saying because that was never meant to be created.
Oh no, yeah, that was.
It was a mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was made to be a T-Rex hunter, weren't it? Which is mad to think.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, because I remember saying like, I swear that's what they created it for.
Yeah, to be a
so
T-Rex
if the T-Rex
hunter.
ever got that, really spiny, he'll get it.
Yeah, but
then they'd have the problem of getting spiny back in its cage.
Yeah.
Didn't really think it through, did they?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I first saw Jurassic Park 3, and I fucking hated the Spinosaurus.
Did you? I loved it. I loved it.
I think it's because being a kid and everything, like, I was so in awe of the T-Rex.
Yeah. I think...
And then it got bossed out so easily.
I think that's why I liked it, though, because we had the story, like, even as a kid, we'd seen the T-Rex. It fucked up the raptors in the first one. The second one, again with the raptors, right? We get it, there's raptors.
Yeah, but as well, the T-Rex and raptors never actually saw each other. It was like, because they brought it to San Francisco, was it Los Angeles, one or the other?
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco, where they were.
But but
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it's like we need that new Big Donnie.
Yeah,
and that fucker.
Yeah, and
it's just like, come on then.
Yeah,
and they bossed it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like it was such a, you know what I mean? As a kid, like it was such hype with the T-Rex and everything, but then it was like, oh,
yeah,
I think that was it. But then getting past that. But what gets me, right? I remember watching it. And it was the bit where they're at the fence, and they hear matey's phone.
Yeah,
and the Spinosaurus was there, and you think, well, you didn't fucking hear it.
Yeah, you didn't hear all the people that were on that side of the fence. You didn't see it. It's right there.
Yeah, it's not a set of fucking car keys now, is it?
You couldn't see that big motherfucker. It's like, what do you mean? But yet you can hear a phone in its stomach. How loud's that ringtone?
Oh, no, yeah, it's mad. But yeah, but it's the same with like Jurassic World. Like the poor T-Rex got bossed in that body Indominus. Fallen Kingdom T-Rex weren't really in that much. It was more the Indoraptor.
Yeah.
which I loved.
But at the same time, it could have been without it.
What, the Indoraptor?
Yeah, I think they could have done it.
Well, no, because they made the Indoraptor to be
like a military weapon.
They did. That is. It was.
And then again, greed took over because they weren't meant to sell it, was it? It was just a prototype.
Yeah.
But then
no, but the bit what always gets me, and I think I've said it before, but it was
tail.
Yeah. When he's in the cage, and old matey, because he was a bastard, he used to take the teeth out, and I was like, "You're a cunt, I hate you." And he goes in there, and the Indoraptor plays with him pretty much. I was like, "Oh." And it smiles. It was that bit.
Like,
it's
got your bats.
It opened his eye and it was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, get him.
The idea for that film was there, but it's just what the fucking clone daughter, really?
Yeah, no, they ruined it with that.
Yeah, really? It makes sense. The volcano's going off. Let's get the dinosaurs out. You're thinking you're doing it for good, but
no, I'm stopping you right there. They did not need to put in that bit with the fucking brachiosaur at the end.
Sad.
Right, I am a big man, right? I am a strong man. I like to think of myself as quite manly. I've never had to hold back tears as hard as that. And I had to keep saying to myself, it's not real. It's not real. But it called for him. I was like, oh, you bastards! Like oh.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So there was no need for that. There was no need for that whatsoever. But
no, just the whole. It makes sense with the, like I said, the volcano going off. Oh yeah, let's get them to a safe island. Psych, we're selling them.
Yeah,
because that is what we would do. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
it's what the human race would do.
1,000%, because we're just greedy cunts.
Yeah,
it's the only way. But I remember watching the trailer for it, and it was very like horror-esque what they were doing with it, and I was like, oh, they're going a different path with this. I like this. But then, like you say, they brought in like clone daughter. I'm like, oh,
you really?
No,
fucking really.
But then I still haven't seen Dominion yet.
It's all right. Which could have been a damn lot better. It really could have.
Yeah,
but it is for a film. I suppose it's all right. And it's a dinosaur film, so how can you not like it?
But that's what I mean. Like, I'm a shit dinosaur fan when I haven't even seen it yet. But I was meant to. But with you, weren't I? But what was it? Oh, it was because I had to sort out for my wedding, weren't it?
Was it? What, when we all went to the cinema?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I had a meeting.
Yes, you did. Yeah, because you were going to come, but you didn't think you would make it back in time. Yeah. You didn't. Yeah, I remember.
See, Courtney? If you ever ask yourself, like, how much does he love me? I picked you over dinosaurs, mate. Like,
that is commitment.
That is fucking commitment. If it was a Jaws, I don't know. No, I'm joking.
Do you ever reckon they'll remake that? I think they will.
I think they will, but they ain't gonna. They can't try and remake it from the first, from the original. They can't.
Yeah, I think they'll just bring like a follow-on sort of thing.
Not like a follow-on. I think they will remake it, but they've got to do it in a modern.
Just a modern version of Jaws.
Yeah, because you ain't ever gonna get like a character like Quint.
Nah.
Like how he done like the Indianapolis scene, like that always gives me goosebumps to this day. But I'm welcome to it, you know.
Yeah,
I'm welcome to it, but
have to wait and see.
It will never be that. It will never be that.
Nah.
And as well, like because there's so many shark films,
it's getting boring now.
Yeah, like even if they brought it out now, it'd be panned.
100%.
I think it's just you just can't beat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
It's like because they have remade a few like old films, like with Planet of the Apes.
That's the only exception I think. So that I can think off the top of my head that was actually good. It was stupidly good.
Yeah, it made the originals look stupid.
Shite. Yeah.
Whereas like with Jaws, even though you know it's a fucking robot shark, it's just I don't know. It was
they'd go the CGI route and it just won't feel the same because it's cheaper.
What they done with like Jaws, you had the robot and also you had the actual real footage of great whites. It just married up so well. Like
and it actually made it better. The machine didn't work properly.
Yeah, because you didn't see the shark.
It gave you that suspense element, which is what it realistically would be like if it was a shark.
Yeah, it
wouldn't be going, look at me, I'm a fucking... Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, you say that, but great whites, because they do breach. And they're one of the only sharks that do this, where they actually do stick their heads out of the water to look.
Yeah.
Which is it's a weird behaviour. I mean, I think other sharks do it, but great whites is
common,
more documented.
Yeah.
And it is a weird behaviour. But so you would, you could see it a bit more, but it at the same time, it's just not going to hit.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
No, but just make dinosaurs. That's all I'm asking. Just make and gives a job. Gives a job. I want to work with fucking Giganotosauruses, Baryonyx, all day long, and Carcharodontosaurus.
It'd be mad. It would be mad.
Oh man, I'll be living my best life. But no, I'm about done.
Yep.
Yeah. What are we doing next week, Josh?
Next week we'll be talking about a killing or killings, but that has got a sort of mystery undertone to it.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about the murders of the Essex boys, who, if you don't know, were in the early 90s, about late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
They were three of the biggest drug... I was back calling them drug lords, but they weren't lords in the slightest. But drug dealers in the South End area.
Yeah.
Absolute. Anybody who knew them or anything like that will tell you they were just absolute bullies. They were arseholes. They'd done whatever they wanted and got whatever.
Didn't matter who they upset.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They were killed in 1995. All three were shot in a point blank range with a shotgun in a Range Rover.
Mm.
And the people that were charged with their murders, every villain, every criminal, everybody, even the police themselves have said the two that arrested and were charged for it did not do it. Everybody and their mum believed these two were innocent.
Right.
And there's been different theories about, like, who killed them. Mm. Some people have said, it's my family member or this, that and the other, but it's never been proven.
No, yeah.
So we'll be talking about that and giving our opinions on who we believe was responsible.
Oh, that'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I mean, it's a difficult one again. Cause it's always I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like that, like everything, isn't it? Like everything I do anyway, especially. But, I hope you enjoyed that. You can follow us on Facebook, which is Mr. Mysteries in Black and White, which is where we're most active, I'd like to say. Yeah. I'd like to say. But you can follow us on Instagram, which is Mr. Mysteries _ You can email us. You can email us. MrMysteries@outlook.com, and that could be anything. Yeah. That could be a sighting you've had. If you have any
theories or anything.
Yeah, any theories, any ideas for us for the podcast or a video,
or just general knowledge question, or even if you just want to have a chat with us.
Yeah,
literally anything.
Yeah, anything at all. Absolutely anything. So please email us at mrmysteries@outlook.com.
Mm-hmm.
It is .com, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can actually watch us, so actually see our mugs, what you say, on YouTube, which is Mr. Mysteries. Oh, for fuck's sake, nearly fucking done it again. But the best way to get to our YouTube, because it's a bastard to find, is through our Facebook, which is, again, Mr. Mysteries in Black and White.
Mm-hmm.
You can listen to us at Josh.
Podbean, Spotify, Amazon, Samsung, Player FM, Podchaser, and iHeartRadio.
Swell. So you've got a lot of platforms that you can listen to us, watch us, and interact with us.
Yeah.
So please do that, because we, I mean, I put a poll on the other day about the convention and everything, and at the minute, it seems pretty good. But I'm not gonna lie, most of them we know. Loads of people
we need some outside opinions.
Yeah, exactly. So please, follow us and everything. It will say it's pending that, but we always accept, so don't worry.
Yeah.
It's just so we've got a control over it, in a sense. But email us about that. Like, would you be willing? Would you want to go to a convention? Do you know anyone who would be good at doing a talk, or Any ideas,
or if,
anything.
Even if you have any, as I say, any ideas on what you'd like to see if this thing happens.
Exactly. Like say, well, like the plan, what we would like is completely anything in our kind of subjects. Like it could be a cryptid, it could be aliens, it could be ghosts, like supernatural, paranormal. I wouldn't say serial killers, but even
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
Maybe some cases, i.e., like the Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. Like you could do like occultist kind of things and stuff like that. Anything weird, creepy, paranormal, supernatural, and strange. We want to do something like that because we was talking to Shifra. I think I've mentioned it before. Who's part of the Norfolk Folklore Society? Which also please give them a follow on Instagram because they are brilliant, absolutely unreal. Really can't thank them enough for what they've done for us. And she said like she's not sure if there's actually any kind of convention like that around.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I feel like is a bit wrong.
Yeah,
because it's becoming a bigger thing now, especially like with witchcrafty kind of stuff and stuff like that. It's becoming a lot more of an interest.
Yeah,
and I feel like a convention or something like that where like-minded people can go. They film at natural. They film at home. They ain't got to be worried what people think of them.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. It's our version of Comic-Con.
Yeah,
which it'd be just amazing. In the next few years, that'd be absolutely unreal. But yeah, let's say any thoughts or anything like that, please email us or message us on any of them platforms, and we will get back to you. Do you see we on Instagram we've got
yeah,
and, that was such a buzz.
That was
saying
but that's what we want.
Yeah,
we don't want people to kiss our ass.
No,
but we'd do you know what I mean? Even if that comment said new subscriber or new listener or whatever, like the episode you're doing so far, would you be interested in covering XYZ?
Yeah, exactly. Anything like that. Yeah, exactly. But of course, we hope you've really enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.